Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium, it will play host to some of the nation's finest today at another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mean Green offense will take the field and they'll get this thing underway. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Coleman. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Army's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder.
Oh, he's got some space. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. The Black Knights of the Hudson using surgical precision in this quarterback run game.
Yeah, and you're not talking about surgical precision in the passing game. That's not what Army does. They want to run the football. When you sign up as a QB to play at Army, you know that. You better be able to do it. You could see the run there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on its way. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Reed. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Fires downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll pull it on the read. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
North Texas will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fighting off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. Got a little space. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
The screen, and watch out. Across the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Trying to barrel in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fortner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smooth.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
To the air, it's Coleman. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Quarterback quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up second down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Reed. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The run from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Hunt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come in and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. North Texas will have to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down.
39-yard line.
Man, 3rd and long, and this defense is thinking pass, pass, pass. Offense, nice job. They sneak a run in there, kind of catch them off guard. Quarterback keeps the football, gets some yardage, and now makes this 4th down more manageable.
And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
North Texas really has it going on offense. The give to the left. Got room to work. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Back to pass, it's Coleman. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guy.
And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover enforced by the defense.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Fires it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lost to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And to get rid of it quickly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. On the option. They'll leave it with him. He's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Reed. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds a little space, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pulls it in. It's Evans. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Mikey Stadium on this 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
North Texas will have to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
A designed run for the quarterback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, North Texas.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake. The short hands. It's short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
To the air, it's Coleman. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the toss. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Defense gets it done this time, perhaps taking away a little of that bravado that this quarterback has shown running the ball.
And when you see it, you kind of get accustomed to it. You get used to the speed. You get used to the option and what you want to do to try to defend it and how to mix up the looks. Nice job mixing it.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Brings up second down.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Evans. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Mean Green. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
North Texas, 19.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here comes the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On the option. And some room to work. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Reading the option, it's Coleman. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now on first down from the 30. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Coleman. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
After 43, it's third down.
Mikey Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, North Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Makes the grab. It's short. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Quickly to the tight end, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Black Knights are on the move. Gonna run it. It's Reed. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Reading the option, it's Coleman. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down.
I don't know about the play call there. Third and long, and you're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
Makes the grab. It's short. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Caught by the receiver. Loss of 6. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And it's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
North Texas comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to sneak it. North Texas has it, going to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Power football with the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The run to the left. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Off play action. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
North Texas doing business from the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the fullback. Creates a little room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a 3-time All-American and a 1st-round draft pick.
He'll try to do it himself. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Goes to the option. He's in open space downfield. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air, it's Coleman. He's got him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to take off. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, He's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Breaks into the open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Black Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Brings up